Hi guys, I'm Nayantara Rai reporting for ET Now. We are the first ones to tell you this, and it's now official. The government of India today is going to come out with guidelines and rules for social media platforms as well as OTTs. Today at 2 p.m., Ravi Shankar Prasad and Prakash Javadekar will in fact be holding a press conference on this. The two cabinet ministers, their offices have told journalists that landmark rules are going to be announced to create a level playing field for the digital media and to create a mechanism. What could it possibly be? We at ET Now have certain insights, and let me share them with you. I'll begin with social media. It's going to cover the big tech, the Googles, the Facebooks, the Twitters, all of them. It's going to cover microblogging, it's going to cover instant messaging, social networking, all of that. What's going to be interesting is that the guidelines are likely to make a distinction between big, significant players as well as the smaller players. The big, significant players will obviously be covering your big tech, but the big and small players will be determined on the user base size. The idea being the larger platforms must have stricter rules to follow. They have more at stake as such because of the size of the platform, the kind of following they enjoy, and therefore they have stricter obligations that they must comply with. So that's number one. Second, we are being told there will be a robust mechanism, or the existing mechanism will be made more robust for unlawful content to be taken down. Yes, you have a mechanism in place now. It's quite regular where content which is unlawful is regularly taken down, whether it's a YouTube or a Facebook or a Google or a Twitter. It does happen, but that mechanism is going to be made more robust. Is this one of the big exercises that the government has learned after the recent standoff with Twitter, post that the trending hashtag of farmer genocide? It was a big standoff. The government wanted more than 1,100 accounts and links to be taken down and identified bots. Twitter was reluctant, and then a meeting had taken place, and then we had seen almost full compliance. So that mechanism could be made more robust. I'm also being told by my sources that verification is going to be covered. When I say verification, I don't mean the two blue ticks. What I'm talking about is verification of your account with an email or an Indian mobile phone, etc. The idea being that you weed out the bots, you take out those that actually lead to harassment. That has been a big issue as well. Grievance redressal mechanism could also be insisted upon. So let's say there's a post of yours, and you don't want it there. Somebody else has put it. It's objectionable. You report it. It may be taken down. It may not be taken down. But there is no onus right now on the social media platform to reach out, to reply to you, to get back in touch with you. So those kind of issues could also be addressed. The minute you have verification as well, with linking of mobile numbers, etc., will it lead to traceability? This is the government that has been talking about traceability, something the platforms have said that we have end-to-end encryption. How can we have traceability? Nothing doing. If the government wants traceability, if a message on WhatsApp, let's say, or any instant messaging service is leading to hate and violence, etc., it wants to trace that. So that will also be covered. That's social media. Let's talk about OTT, something a lot of us have binged on, particularly in 2020 during the lockdown. The idea is that the government wants a level playing field between the online world and the offline world. So pre-certification. Is this TV show for kids? Is it friendly for kids? Should kids be watching it? It wants pre-certification. You don't have that right now. You have it for movies which come on OTTs. You don't have it for TV shows. So that's something that's going to be interesting to watch out for. When you talk about bridging the gap between the online and the offline world, what happens to cuss words, which are usually beeped out? What happens to consumption of alcohol, nudity, tobacco, smoking? Will that have to be blurred? You'll know at 2 p.m. Stay tuned to ET Now. We'll be right on top of this.